The Almajiri system in the northern part of Nigeria is deliberately ignored or allowed to continue because the politicians, some of the religious leaders, and even the traditional leaders, some of them, not all of them, they allowed all these things to continue because they have a secret motive. Because when you make a lot of young people the future of the country or the future of a particular region not to have some level of education, when you make them jobless, there is every possibility that anything you give them, any nonsense you give them, they will accept. Why? Because they don't have a choice. This Almajiri system that we're talking about, for the people that are new in this channel, these are sets of children in the northern part of Nigeria that the parents allow them to go out of their house, go to different states, other northern states actually, in search of Islamic education. Now, before we continue, watch this video from Sanusi Lamido, the former emir of Kano State.
These children that we see as Almajiris and we laugh at them and we treat them as victims, somebody will just come and pick them up, put them in a school, give them medical care, and convert them to another religion. And they will do that by the hundreds and the thousands. So, what we see on the street is a product of bad economic policies and wrong priorities. These children are not criminals, they are victims. What part of Islamic law, what verse in the Quran, what hadith of the Prophet allows a father to give birth to a child and leave the child to go and fend for himself? Where? Sheikh Abdullah bin Fodi said, for you to send a child out to study the Quran without the means to sustain himself and allow that child to go around begging is desecrating and devaluing the Quran. Where did we get this idea that because you claim to be studying the Quran, you can go and just be begging around and not learning?
From what he said, you should be able to understand that this man actually do not want that system. But you see, some people deliberately ignore this issue. Sometimes when we're talking about these things, some will say, oh, we don't have the power to control this, but you do have the power to control these people. Let me tell you, a lot of people hide behind Islamic religion to say it is Islamic. But you can hear what Sanusi said. There is no place in the Quran, there is no place in the Hadith that is being mentioned that this is the best way to go and seek Islamic religion. To allow your child to go out and be wandering like homeless people, all in the name of you are seeking that child to know your religion. There is no place. I don't know, all the Islamic scholars, you guys can come and say this. There is no place that it's been said that this is Islamic. Well, as you can read from what Wikipedia is saying, Wikipedia has made it look like it is an Islamic way of thing. No, this kind of act is making people that are not knowledgeable about the beauty of Islam. It's making people think that Islam is not really a clean and sweet religion. Yes, because if people want to make it look like, yes, this is Islamic, then a lot of people will say, no, I don't want to be part of this kind of religion. So it is now left for the elders, the religious leaders, the governors in the north to make sure they scrap this Almajiri system. Now, some few governors have tried their best. At least I'm able to get this video from the Is it Ganduje or something? 4 years ago. You can watch it.
In Kano State, the government has banned street begging of Almajiri children in a bid to fully consolidate the free and compulsory primary and secondary schools education policy in the state. Governor Abdullahi Ganduje made this known during the launch of Basic Education Service Delivery for All and the distribution of offer of appointment to 7,500 volunteer teachers held at the Sani Abacha Stadium, Kafor Mata, on Tuesday. He also says that parents or guardians of the children still found in the act will be taken to court for disrespecting the law.
I mean, you can watch it. He banned them from street begging and all that. You see, some few governors have done it, but the thing is, one person cannot do it. Sanusi Lamido he alone cannot do it. The former emir of Kano State. You understand me? If all the governors, all the traditional rulers, most especially the religious leaders, if you take this as a priority, if you take it as a priority that we must scrap this thing, because a lot of you people don't even understand the bad aspects of all these things. Because the thing is, a lot of politicians and all that, they're going to use these guys as weapon. Now, a lot of these children are like between 5 to like 15 years. Now, if they are done with studying Islamic religion, no Western education, mind you, no Western education. Now, these guys, after 20 years, after 10 years, they become full-grown adults. A lot of these people that don't really have knowledge about the Western education, anything you give them, anything you tell them, these are the people that can be used as thugs in election. These are the people that can be used as kidnappers. Just give them weapon and just cook anything in their head, they will accept it. Why? Because they don't have anything to lose. And the so-called leaders of the North, so-called whatever of the North, you know, they don't allow their children pass through such distance. So which means it is not a religious thing. It is a deliberate thing to make sure they have some set of people they could use in their elections. You know, my last video that I made, and I talked about northern leaders being the problems of this country. A lot of people that don't even understand politics came and they were shouting, they were blah blah in the comment section, and I was just laughing at these people. You are still allowing these people to want to make use of your brain. If you sit and understand what we're talking about, you will know that what I'm saying is somehow very close to the truth. Because the North, when you're talking about the poverty line in Nigeria, the North has the highest. Go and make your research. If you're talking about the richest people in Nigeria, the North has the highest. A lot of people may not know this. Yeah, talking about natural resource, it's not only oil that Nigeria has. Why do you think they are fighting in Borno and some of the Northeast? It is because of the natural resources there. Because when they are fighting, a lot of people may not concentrate and look at what is happening. The more there is insurgency in those countries, in those parts of the country, the more they are using the opportunity to steal the natural resources from Borno and other people. Go and make your research. You understand what we're talking about. Al-Mustafa said something about the northern Nigeria and the reason why they are fighting.
You can Google as I talk. What is Californium? Californium.
Is a state in the United States?
No. It's a precious stone.
Oh, not California.
That's why I want to tell you this.
Californium.
Neum. Californium in today's market, Google and tell me the price before I finish talking. In today's market today, in the world market today, one may ask, in Borno State, there is Boko Haram. There are areas that are still mined, now no-go area. The weather is harsh. It's very unfriendly. It's a small place. But there is something the international community with the connivance of Nigeria. Every day you have NGOs
coming into,
and they are hiring houses from 10 years, 20 years and above. And once you give them the price, they don't ask, they just pay. What are they doing? Why are most of them coming with satellite telephones? Why are most of them coming with PCs that are working with the same satellite telephones?
Computers that are working directly with satellite.
How come
You don't
Most of them come under the guise of supportive activities to the poor. They are giving them medication. Did the Ministry of Health bother to discover the type of medicine they are giving to the poor? How come there is increase in kidney and cancer, kidney and liver and cancer problems in Borno? How come it is attacking old people? How come the NGOs live in the wee hours of the night where soldiers dread to go? Police, security men cannot go. They go there at odd hours. They go with cash, bags of money. And then they come back empty with smaller bags in their hands. What is in these smaller bags? Who is giving them that? What started the Boko Haram? Are the elites aware? Is the government aware? Who within the agencies and ministries of Nigeria are compromising that? Who is aiding these activities? How much of this californium do they take per day? How much is a gram of californium in world market today? Who has Google to know? 27,100,000 per gram. $1 million. I didn't say naira. Yes, it's the most expensive thing.
Do we have it in Nigeria?
In abundance in Borno State. That's what started the Boko Haram. That's the game.
So many reasons why they're doing that. But you people don't understand. And you can't tell me that these things are happening without the knowledge of some of the governors, without the knowledge of the religious leaders, without the knowledge of some of the traditional leaders. You can't tell me that they're not aware. If all of them come together and say this must stop, it's going to stop. If all the traditional leaders, religious leaders, and political leaders in the north says today Boko Haram must stop, I am telling you it will stop. But because a lot of them are benefiting from this thing directly or indirectly, so they will never want it to stop. Let's leave that aside. We're talking about the Almajiri children now. Now, the problem that a lot of people don't see, like based on what the former emir said, to me, he's still an emir because he's very brilliant and he's very, very articulate. That's the former CBN governor, at the same time emir. Let me tell you, what a lot of people from the north or a lot of Muslims don't understand. When you have 5 children, because I've been able to speak to some of those little children from when I went to one of my business area, I saw them. They came to my place, my salesperson was there, and they were saying they need food. And I bought them what we call kunu aya and akara. We're gisting, and I bought some slippers for them. 2 of them. Then I bought about 7 of them. I bought food for them. Why 2 of them I bought shoe for them? Because those are the 2 people that were so interesting. I was talking to them. Where are you guys from? They said they're from this state, from that state. Do you have parents? One say yes, they have. The other one says no, they don't have. It's only mother that they have. So the mother doesn't have enough. Send them out so that they can learn Islam and all that. And I said, is that so? Is that what happened? Yes. They say yes. Now, if I'm a very corny kind of person, what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people have said it. If someone comes and say, look, this is the best religion to follow, I will take care of you. You'll go to good school. You'll go to this. You'll not be begging up and down. You'll be sleeping in a very good mattress. You'll not be wearing dirty clothes. You'll not be wearing this. But practice this other religion. Do you think those little children will not do it? They will do it full-handed. And when they see the sweetness of it, they will do it. Because this Almajiri system is making Islam look like it's a dirty religion, which doesn't really make sense. If you go to Saudi Arabia, when you see how Islam is, how the sweetness of Islam, you want to convert into such religion. But the people from my north here, they're making it look like it's a no-go area. Why? Because of some of the things that they just ignored. I don't know if I should say out of ignorance or whatsoever. They do it, I always say they do it intentionally. If the whole leaders or elites in the north says they want to stop the Almajiri system, they will stop it. Instantly, it's going to stop. If you build more schools, if you put some of all these children to learn something, vocational studies and whatever, to learn, anybody you see, you catch the person, you lock them up or probably take them to this particular place. Yes, they're going to learn they're going to learn this Islamic religion. Yes, they're going to do that. It's not like they're not going to do it. They'll continue to do it. But You're not going out to beg. There is food for you to eat. Your parents that needs money, they need to work. Or maybe some stipend needs to be provided for them. If all the states from the north say they want to do this thing, it is going to end. Mind you, the north are the richest in Nigeria. Take it or leave it. The problem is that the north does not really show wealth. They don't really flash it on social media. That is why a lot of people think, oh, the north are very poor, including, let me tell you, the north are the richest people. Northerners are the richest people you can think of in Nigeria. But because they don't flash their wealth, you think, oh, these people they don't have money. So the Almajiri system can be stopped. But the question is, do these politicians want this system to stop? Because these are the people that they could use tomorrow to rig their elections. I hope this will sink into your head.